Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the biggest intellectual fight night of the year, where we will have two of the world champions facing off against each other in a battle to the death, mentally speaking. Now may I present John and Ethan to come to the stage.
May the best man win.
Absolutely. After you. Ooh.
Sir.
Good move.
Hey everyone, I'm John.
And I'm Ethan.
And we're here to review the 2015 biopic, Pawn Sacrifice.
Yes.
So this is a biopic of the legendary chess player Bobby Fischer.
There you go.
And follows as he was going up against another Russian chess player, and this was at the height of tension with the Soviet Union. So at this point, chess really meant a lot more than chess.
Yeah.
And this movie just follows the tensions between the two countries and his journey as a person and all that.
Yeah.
So what were your expectations going into this movie, Ethan?
Well, I was actually really excited for Pawn Sacrifice. At first, I thought it was going to do what Whiplash did to drumming.
Okay.
I thought Pawn Sacrifice was going to make chess super cool looking and make me want to play chess. And while it certainly did that...
His hands are going to bleed from touching all the ropes.
Exactly. He's like, push the king. And his hand bled. No, that didn't happen. But I was honestly really excited for Pawn Sacrifice. I'm not sure what the last thing Tobey Maguire was in last. So I haven't seen something from him in a while. So I was honestly really excited for Pawn Sacrifice. What about you?
I was really excited for this movie. The thing I was excited for most was Tobey Maguire. Because although he's had a lot of big acting roles, he's never had one really big, serious role.
Nothing defining.
To show off his acting skills.
Right.
And I was really hoping that this would be that for him. And I think it was.
Yeah.
All the acting is excellent, especially Tobey Maguire. He really embodies his character.
Yeah, I mean, you could say there's a defining moment with Spider-Man.
Well, I think this is a better chance to show off, his real acting skills.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, Tobey Maguire definitely hit it out of the park. Actually, everybody hit it out of the park with the acting.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And one thing I really liked about this movie that you don't see in a lot of biopics is it depicted its main character, Bobby Fischer, with a lot of honesty. And this is both due to the writing and Tobey Maguire's acting, but a lot of biopics, like Straight Outta Compton earlier this year, although I love that movie, it did depict the main characters just as saints, nothing wrong with them. It had a very honest and gritty depiction of Bobby Fischer in this movie. It showed him as just a real person.
Yeah, it actually showed, Bobby Fischer had a real life mental illness. And it wasn't just going to shy around the fact that he did have one. It showed him trying to deal with it. And I thought that was a really great thing to do.
Didn't always show him as just some young boy from Brooklyn going into the world.
Oh boy, I love chess.
He didn't like Jews very much.
No, it turns out.
And that shows that in this movie. It doesn't sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
Another thing that you mentioned a little earlier, I think this movie did in sort of a different way than you expected. It manages to add a lot of tension and excitement to a subject matter most people would find super boring.
Absolutely, yeah. Just like with Whiplash, you think, oh, drumming, yeah, he just hits the thing a lot. But no, obviously chess takes a lot more planning and skill, and, Bobby Fischer was a chess genius.
And it really makes you, even if you don't care about chess at all, it makes you actually care and feel suspense in those chess matches.
Absolutely.
Now, I really enjoyed something I didn't expect to enjoy in this movie, the visuals, just in general. The cinematography.
Cinematography was really nice.
Set design, costume design, all those things really helped capture the era and the mood of the time.
Right, 1960s, this is in the middle of the, I almost said Civil War.
When there was...
the Cold War.
No, when there was tensions between the Soviet Union and America.
Right, so you have, the 60s fashion, the clothes, the cars, and while it doesn't get to the level of, like, Mad Men levels of this is the 50s or the 60s, it's really nice to see something from the 60s.
Agreed. Now there were a few things I didn't like in this movie. The biggest one for me was I thought the beginning was really rocky.
Yeah.
It just kind of rushed the origin story. It basically just said, oh, Bobby Fischer, he's a kid and he plays chess and there's problems with Russia, let's have a movie now.
Yeah, yeah.
After that it was fine, but it really just kind of messily sets up the story and characters in those first like maybe 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, they just, like you said, they just rush it to the next part. And another thing that I personally didn't like, I think you did too, is that some of the relationships with Bobby and other characters isn't expanded upon.
Yeah, agreed. It feels pointless at times.
Yeah, there's one character that they introduced in one scene that I think the reason that they had her there was when Bobby Fischer's on TV, that they have someone else to cut to look nervous.
When he's about to win the game.
Right. And, I just didn't like how maybe they could have expanded upon some characters a little more.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Also, his main adversary is played by Liev Schreiber, and while they did give him some more time in more so the second act or the third act, I definitely think they should have implemented him more throughout the movie because he's a great actor, Liev Schreiber.
I see where you're coming from. I don't know if I agree with you. I think he was in it pretty much the right amount, but that's still a good point.
I just would have liked to see more Liev. There we go.
All right, guys. So, Ethan, what would you give Pawn Sacrifice out of 5 stars?
Well, I really like Pawn Sacrifice. You know, I think it fulfilled all my expectations, where it was just a thrilling journey to see one man's road throughout something that he loves, and it's chess. And, you know, Tobey Maguire hit it out of the park. He did a great performance. So did Liev Schreiber. Everyone did a great job with their acting. So I'm going to give Pawn Sacrifice a 4 out of 5.
All right, Ethan, I loved Pawn Sacrifice. I thought Tobey Maguire gave pretty much his best performance ever, maybe.
Maybe.
He just really captured this character. The writing really just sent you back to this time and told the story in a great way. Even though there were some problems with the writing, I still love this movie. I think if you enjoy just really good dramatic biopics, you'll enjoy this. So I'm going to give it 4.3 out of 5 stars.
There you go.
All right, 2015 is the year of the biopic.
Yeah.
Straight out of Compton.
Well, I mean, 2014 had them too all at the Oscars last year.
There's more this year, man.
Are there?
Black Mass, Straight Outta Compton,
Joy.
Everest, Joy, Pawn Sacrifice, Love and Mercy.
You know, sometimes you get a little too many biopics.
Oh, man.
But then that brings, when are we going to get the biopic?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Alright, so guys, Pawn Sacrifice, have you seen it? What'd you think? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Twitter, @StubMasters, to get constant updates about the movies and the movie industry and our videos and stuff. Alright, so for Stub Masters Reviews, I'm John.
I'm Ethan.
Have a great day.